Hey, it's Phil from Minimalist.business, and today I'm talking about how to minimalize your expenses and your assets. So if we're talking about expenses, if you have, let's say, $5,000 of expenses every month, you need to bring in $5,000 of revenue in order to break even. If you could cut that back to $4,000 in expenses every month, you could go hiking every afternoon instead of continuing to work. You could drop a client who you really don't want to work with anymore. You could, of course, pay yourself $1,000 more. I think we often are so focused on increasing revenue that we forget to take a closer look at our expenses. So I want to share with you a very simple thing that you can do to take a look at that. Every month when I do my bookkeeping for the previous month, I go through the spreadsheet line by line looking at my expenses, and I ask myself two questions. I ask, is this expense bringing in more revenue than it's costing me? Or two, is it somehow otherwise bringing me some peace of mind or happiness or some other reason that I'd like to continue using it as an expense? And I actually make a note beside every one. Yes, this is a good expense. No, this isn't great because of this reason. And I know it sounds kind of boring and it sounds kind of stupid and simple, but if you really force yourself to make those notes in the spreadsheet and really ask yourself for every expense, is it worth it? It can save you a lot of money. It's saved me thousands of dollars over the years by doing this every month. You don't have to go back and do it for the whole year, but if you just do it for last month and do it moving forward, even if you just do it once every 3 months, just as a check-in, oh, are these monthly expenses still worthwhile for me? Then it can be great. So I've saved money I've never owned an office, but I did rent an office for a little while in a co-working space, which was great, but in the end it wasn't really necessary for me, so I dropped that. Might do it again someday, but I didn't need that. I've saved a lot of money in AdWords by just forcing myself every month to go and look at my AdWords campaigns and see what's working and what's not working and cut out the things that aren't working. I've saved a lot of banking fees just by realizing that I was paying some late fees and then implementing a better system, a foolproof system for making sure I don't make those mistakes anymore. Yeah, I guess that's it. And also services. That's a big one for me is I subscribe to various services every month online that help me do various things, but sometimes I don't end up using them so much anymore. So it's good every month or every few months to go in and ask myself, am I still using this $100 a month service, or can I cut it out for now? I can always go back to it later. So my business is already very minimalistic, very simple, and this has saved me a lot of money. So I can only imagine as you get more complex in all the expenses you have, that this could be huge for you. The other one is assets. So if you have, you can ask yourself the same two questions with assets. Are they making you the money to make them worth it, or otherwise are they giving you some peace of mind? So do you need to own an office? Do you need a company car? Do you need the newest iPhone or MacBook or whatever? Every time you're thinking about purchasing an asset, ask yourself if you really need it. That's all for today. I'll see you next time.